All right. Hey, everybody. Today we're going to be working on learning our secondary colors. These right here are purple, orange, and green. We're going to be reinforcing, learning, and using our secondary colors to create some cool kitty cats. Oh, yeah. So, what I'd like for you to do is go on a little secondary color hunt using whatever colors or materials you have at home. So the secondary colors are purple, orange, and green. Now I've got this great big tub of random crayons, and I know in here somewhere I've got some secondary colors. And I want you to go for a little hunt. I mean, you might have a green highlighter, you might have an orange crayon, and you might end up with a purple pen. If those are the materials that you've got available at home, then you can make art. So I've got my three secondary colors. But you know what? I think it is important for us to also grab our primary colors, because we can't have our secondary colors without the primaries. So remember, we've got three primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. So I'm going to go looking for those too. So I need a red color. Let's see. This is sort of red. Yeah, why not? Red. It's definitely different from my orange, right? So I've at least got that going for me. So this will be my red, unless I find a better red somewhere along the line. I think this is more like a raspberry. I'll test it though. So we've got red, yellow. That'll do for my yellow. And the last primary color is blue. Now, I think this is blue. I'm going to test it. I'm going to double check. So if you ever come across a naked crayon like this and you're like, what are you? You just do a little doodle on the back. That's definitely blue. Let's do my red test. So I've got that as a red or that as a red. Oh, and you know what? That looks a little more on the brown side to me. Maybe what I should do is, let's see. Oh, and that's almost kind of pinkish. Well, let's go more on the pink side. Why not? Okay, so this will be my red, blue, and yellow. Those are my primaries. Yay! And then I've also got my three secondaries, my green, orange, and purple. And I've got Bob. He's my spirit animal today. Right, Bob? Hey, Bob. Okay, so let's talk kitty cats. So I am going to first start out with one of my secondary colors. Let me go with the purple, also known as violet. So I am going to draw three kitty cats on my paper. I'm going to draw each kitty cat in a different secondary color, which means I'm going to have one cat that's purple, one cat that's orange, and one cat that's green. Now here's the dealio. If I want these kitty cats to fit on my paper, I have to think ahead. Notice I put my crayons out, so I know I've got one kitty cat that's going to be about this big, one kitty cat that's going to be about this big, one kitty cat that's about that big. That's really good to know before I start drawing, right? If I want it to turn out a certain way, I've got to think ahead. So I'm going to take my purple crayon, and I'm going to start out with my kitty cat's body. And I'm going to draw a nice purple shape. Oh, yes, it is a square. Now I'm going to make some rectangle legs. So I'm going to do one rectangle leg, two rectangle legs. Now how about some kitty cat arms? I'm going to have one rectangle coming out here, one rectangle coming out here. And now let's talk about a kitty cat tail. I'm going to squeeze my kitty cat tail right in here. Boop. Now you'll notice I am using my shapes to help me draw. You can do that too. Now, last piece, the kitty cat head. So it's going to be on top of the square body, right? Now we already know that kitty cats have triangle ears, right? If you go up, you can make a little triangle. Go up, make a little triangle. And you can connect it with a line in between. Zoop. Now, some kitty cats, they have a little zigzag on the side of their face. Check that out. A little zigzag going down. Now, that's just one kitty cat. I'm going to add more to it. But what I'd like to do is actually go ahead and draw my second kitty cat next. So this kitty cat, hey, do you think we should switch up the shapes? Let's do it. Let's draw an oval body. We could draw some oval legs. Maybe some oval arms that go out this way. Now for the head, I think we should still do some pointy triangle ears. Or should we do curved? Let's do curved. Why not? You look at that. And then let's do a wavy line. Oh, that is funky. He's a cute kitty. All right. Oh, forgot the tail. This one's got a little bit of a wave to it. All right. There's 1, 2. Let's do our third kitty cat in our third secondary color. Let's do him in a triangle. Triangle. Should we give him some long triangle legs? Why not? Right? I'm just trying to fit his shape in here. We'll do some triangle ears up top. I'll connect it with a line. Ooh, what kind of a side should we do? Maybe this will be a smooth side. This one will be almost like a little triangle. Boom. All right, so we've got some good basic kitty cat shapes in our secondary colors. Now what we can do is we can go back and start adding some of those great details. So, oh, hey, maybe for our details, we should find a neutral color. A neutral color is a color that's not on our color wheel. So, check out. This is our secondary colors. And our primary colors are also on here. They're just not labeled. So here's our color wheel. We've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Now on our color wheel, we have all of our colors. But there are some that are missing. Colors that are not on the color wheel, they're called neutrals. And the neutrals you don't see on the color wheel are black, gray, brown, and white. So I'm going to use a neutral. I'm going to use my black. And I'm going to use my black to add my details. So let's see. Kitty cat noses usually are right in the middle, right? We can give them little upside down triangles. We can give a little kitty cat mouth with 2 little curved lines like that. And then kitty cat eyes. We could just make them little circles. Or you can give your kitty cat those little kitty cat pupils. All right. I'm going to color in my little kitty cat nose. And then we can start adding some color to our secondary color kitty cats. Kitty cat. I don't know. I understand that people are either cat people or dog people. I consider myself an animal person. How about that? Kitty cats do have like a special place in my heart. But I do also really love dogs. They're just so sweet. I like dogs that like to cuddle with you too. Like that keep your lap nice and warm. Oh, you know what? I just came across something that I should probably tell you artists. So while I'm coloring, You'll notice I am coloring around the black details of my kitty cat face. Now, if I color right over it, sometimes you'll get something like the streakiness. See how my black actually streaked out into, oh my gosh, and I just colored my purple orange. Oh my gosh. But hey, you know what? That was good because you were able to see the streakiness of the black. When you color right over the black with a crayon, it picks up the black and it spreads it. And if you don't want that, you got to be careful and color carefully around those black details. And that just means you'll have to color a little slower and with a little more control. And that's not a bad thing, to go slow and have control with your coloring, right? As an artist, sometimes that's what you need to do. Okay, let me go and fix this happy little accident that I made. Silly. I totally made my purple cat orange, but it's all right because you know what? I'm going to color over it with my purple, and it's not going to be perfect, and that is okay. It actually will probably turn out cooler because now my purple cat has a little variety in it. All right, check it out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to color my kitty cats, and then I'll show you what we can do to bring in some of our primary colors, too, for this artwork. All right, I got my kitty cats all colored. I've got my purple, orange, and green. Now, I wanted to try to bring in our primary colors also. So let's talk about purple here. Looking at our color wheel, purple is in between what two primary colors? Let's go to one side of purple. What do you see? We have blue. On the other side of purple is red. So, when you mix red and blue together, you will make the color purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blue and I am going to add some blue underneath my purple kitty cat. And then I'm going to add some red over the top. Okay. Now, moving on. Red and blue. Actually, I'm going to go further with this, but I just really want to test out and see. I got to peel this crayon back a little bit first, though. Oh, crayon peeling. There. Let me see. Let's go ahead. Yeah, it does work. Look at that. You can layer the crayons on top of each other, the red and the blue, and you can make your very own purple for your purple kitty cat to stand on. Super cool, right? Okay, so let's go over to our orange kitty cat. Orange. Orange is between what two colors? We've got two primaries on either side of the orange kitty cat. We've got red and yellow. So let's do some red on the bottom. And some yellow on the top. And then let's add some yellow right underneath the kitty cat. Super cool. Check it out. It's almost like the kitty cats are blasting off with all this beautiful primary and secondary colors underneath them. Okay. Green. Green kitty cat. What two colors are on either side of the green? Blue and yellow. So let's grab our blue. We'll color a little blue over the green kitty cat. And we'll put some yellow underneath. And And then, yep, go back for the blue. Wow. That blue and yellow mixed perfectly to make green. So cool, right? Yeah. Now, what I was thinking is I've got all this white space in between. You could totally take your crayons and just kind of fill it in. Filling it in. Sometimes it's really nice to have a finished, like fully colored piece. And there's something about that. Something about having something that's totally colored that makes it look really finished, right? So I'm going to go ahead and finish coloring in this whole thing, and I'll show you what it looks like at the very end. All right, check out those sweet kitty cats just popping full of color. We've got our secondary colors, purple, orange, and green. And we used our primary colors to color the background. So to make our purple, we used red and blue. To make our orange, we're using yellow and red. And to make green, yeah, blue and yellow. Super great. You can go ahead and add more details. I mean, hey, you want a tiger striped kitty? Go for it. Or, hey, do you want a really hairy, shaggy, green kitty cat? Just add some sweet hair texture. Actually, the more curly the lines, the more curly your kitty cat is going to look, right? Give him a little curl on the top there. Yeah, so you don't have to stop here, boys and girls. You can get as creative as you wish. All right, me and Bob are signing out. I'll see you another time. Enjoy your secondary color kitty cats.